Hello folks, and thank you so much for clicking on this video. I appreciate that very much. We are on the 8th video of the SESIL story as told by the CEO, Mr. Emmanuel Awume. So far he's been giving us a lot by telling us the experiences he's had as a TVET entrepreneur, and I think it is just time that we also give back to him, give something back to him by letting him tell us what SESIL Ventures provides as a professional car care company. So today we're going to learn more about SESIL Ventures and of course his take on TVET education and skill acquisition. But before then, as usual, I would like to implore you to subscribe to this channel if you already haven't done so that I can inform you immediately I upload any new exciting video. So let's go and listen to Mr. Emmanuel Awume as he tells us about SESIL Ventures. We've been talking all this while we haven't really delved into SESIL. What are the distinct services that you provide anyway? So
yes.
You can tell us that.
Good. Now, SESIL as a company, as I earlier stated, is into the entire vehicle restoration business.
Okay.
So the entire vehicle restoration business, so you want to talk about accident collision repairs.
That's Bodyworks.
That's Bodyworks.
You say that's Bodyworks?
Yes.
Oh, I see.
Yes. Accident collision repairs, spraying, detailing, polishing, body wash. So at SESIL, we do the entire value chain restoration of vehicles. So from accident repairs, spraying, through detailing to complete the entire value chain. So this is what we do here at SESIL.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you work on accident cars to restore them.
Yeah.
I've seen you also videos of you showing us paint. I couldn't see what you were talking about.
Right. Okay. Yes. There are situations, because we pay critical attention to detail.
Right.
We have people who bring us their cars to rework on them even after some technicians have worked on them.
Okay.
In terms of the body correction works. Now, every vehicle have certain vehicular contour that it comes with, standardized. And sometimes in the course of an accident, such contours are deformed. And so it becomes difficult for some technicians to be able to get such contour on the vehicle body surface back.
Right.
All right. But as a result of experience and also the innate being a technician, we are able to identify some of these abnormalities that are left on the body surface of vehicles. So we have people who come and ask us that they've done their work, they've done body works, they've gone to respray it, but they are not satisfied with the finishing. And so sometimes we have to take some of this job, reconstruct it, rework on it, and give the customer his or her satisfaction.
Okay.
Because of attention to detail. All right. So we try to define the angles that have been specified for the vehicle and make sure we get it back.
Okay.
All right. And also we work on the paint work. So for instance, there are some paint works on the vehicle that does not require that you necessarily need to respray the vehicle.
Okay.
You should be able to polish the vehicle and get it like a sprayed vehicle by the use of products and equipment, machines.
Okay.
So when we examine your vehicle, we are able to determine as to whether the vehicle in question require respray work or require polishing to restore. The polishing tends to help the vehicle not to have the paintwork depreciated heavily, because there are layers of coating that are put on the surface of the paint. So frequent spraying of the vehicle tends to increase the layer and goes a long way to affect the slick look of the vehicle. And so you want to minimize frequent deposit of paint layers on the paintwork such that you polish when necessary to avert the application of a fresh paint. Okay, so these are some of the technologies behind detailing and some of the specialized services that we provide here. Your headlamp, if it is gone dim as a result of the ultraviolet rays effect on the plastic material, we're able to remove that coating of the effect of the ultraviolet rays effect on it and then restore the headlamp back to its normal state.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so there are quite a number of professional services we provide when it comes to car detailing at SESIL.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
I understand you do something with the wheels and the leather. The leather part intrigues me. I thought leather, once it is worn out, it's worn out. I mean,
yes.
So what do you do to the leather?
Yes, there is a technology that can be applied to restore a faded leather condition. Good.
Okay.
Now, leathers as we see them are coated. We have natural leathers.
Okay.
Okay, and most often we see in various cars different colors of leather material that are used in manufacturing the seats and the interior upholstery works. No animal comes with a beige colored leather. All right. No animal comes with a red leather. No animal comes with, let's say, a blue or white leather. So these are coating that are applied on the surface of the original leather. So the leather material can be natural leather or synthetic leather. Whichever type of leather material it is coated with a particular color that will suit a particular interior setting of a vehicle. So there is a particular paint specially made for leather materials. So if a leather is faded, what you need to do is to get this product and learn the skill in applying the product to restore the leather material back to its normalcy. So I had to go outside the country and go and school myself in this.
Oh, I see.
And come back. And that is what you see me demonstrate on my page.
So you can restore both natural and synthetic leather?
Usually it's advisable you do the natural leather.
Okay.
Yeah, reconditioning the natural leather tends to be more durable than reconditioning the synthetic, because the synthetic leather tends to not to be strong enough. It breaks up early. Okay, and so if you want to spend money reconditioning a synthetic leather, I wouldn't advise it.
Okay.
I would rather advise you recondition a natural original leather material. Then you can have durability come to play. Yeah.
And what do you do to the wheels too?
Yeah, the wheels also requires reconditioning, and so sometimes in driving, in your routine drive, you apply brakes. The brake dust that are emitted from the brake pad settles on the rim surface, clots, and becomes blackish. And so sometimes you have the rim surface losing its color condition. You will use all forms of detergents to wash and it doesn't go. So there's a special rim cleaning product that is used to soften the dirt cloth that has been deposited on the rim surface and allow the original rim color to be exhibited. And so there are various products and chemicals that are used in various parts of the vehicle to recondition them. And this is what we do here.
So when I talk about SESIL, the first thing people is what's the price range? With all these services, you know, it looks very complicated and it doesn't look cheap. When somebody wants to come to SESIL, what should he be looking at?
Yes, if somebody wants to come to SESIL, we usually don't want you to be too much bothered with the cost.
Okay.
We believe in value addition.
Right.
Okay, we want you to see if we have the capability of giving you what you want. All right, and I believe that you want a service to be offered to you, though you need to pay for it. But then when you come and get the job examined and your financial strength is not up to it, there's always an opportunity for negotiation. All right. So we don't really leverage too much on interest in just giving out cost without inspecting the nature of what we're going to do, because it is critical we inspect every job and know the type of products we need to use to solve a particular problem. Then we are able to come up with cost. Okay. So it could range from 20 cedis for some services like an ordinary wash, 20 cedis as across to maybe 450, 650, 1,000. It depends. It varies, depends on the type of service you actually are requesting for. And so these are the ranges from 20 cedis as across to 1,000 or 1,000 plus, depend on what the customer wants to be done on his vehicle. Yes.
That's great. Is there any final thing you want to talk about TVET and the SESIL brand that I haven't asked you?
So my stake in technical vocational education is to encourage a rebranding of the technical educational sector as well as the informal sector if we want to go a long way in reducing unemployment in our society and encouraging entrepreneurial functions in our society, because skill sets are critical in business development. And so if we don't encourage the masses, the youth, to have interest, to skew towards taking up skills training through technical and vocational education, we will be training a lot more academicians as against skill set personnel, and that can go a long way to affect our ability to want to reduce unemployment. And it is also a fact that the government alone in its strength cannot create enough job opportunities to absorb all the unemployed personnel we have in our society. I think the government also in its way can create other incentives for persons who are striving to operate businesses within the informal sector, that to create that enabling environment to draw on people, a lot more people to come in there, because statistics have proven that 87% of the total workforce in Ghana work within the informal sector. However, our universities are churning out thousands and thousands of students who come out from the universities and don't have jobs to do. And so if we could create an enabling environment within the informal sector, that will enable a lot more graduates to venture in there, establish businesses and reduce unemployment. And the only way they can do that is to have an environment where they are supported, maybe in terms of giving them incentives through tax rebate. And the tax rebate should not just be for maybe 1, 2, or 3, or 5 years. If it can be stretched to like about 10 years, they can then experience profits, hold money, be excited, and want to stay there. And that can also encourage others to come in there. And you can imagine what the profits they are making can do to their families, can do to the community, can do to the society. All will contribute in alleviating poverty in our society. All right, so a lot will require policy measures that can be put in place to create that enabling environment within the technical education space and also within the informal space that can help a lot more people to be attracted to that environment to help reduce unemployment in our society. This is my take on it. I have been a victim of stigmatization, both through technical vocational education and also within the informal sector. But I strive through and I've been able to build a brand like SESIL from scratch through 20 years and still counting. And so if I have been able to do it, I believe you can also do it. And with the support of government interventions that will create an enabling environment, I believe we can go a long way as a people to reduce unemployment in our society. I will recommend you subscribe to this channel. This is a channel that seeks to provide you with enough information on entrepreneurship, technical vocational education and training, and ICT. These are sets of information, when well harnessed and made judicious use of, can help build on your human capital in the job market. It can as well get you well informed to set yourself up as an entrepreneur and build a big business out of this. This will help you walk yourself away from unemployment, and together we will be able to contribute to reduce the unemployment rate we have in our country.